up. Hello, everybody. Bienvenido a todo. There we are. Welcome to Vabrit with me, Vabrit, and we are, we are in BeamNG.Drive again. And let me just turn on my controller and plug it in because I don't know what the battery's doing. And we are back for some more base model challenge. And if you're unfamiliar with this series, this is, I think, the fourth video. So this is where I'm in BeamNG.Drive and I take a base model car around the Nürburgring. So far I've done the Dacia. That was the first video. The second was a Peugeot 205 and a Skoda Octavia. And then in my last video there was a BMW 5 Series, not the current gen, the last one or the one before that. I can't remember. The one that would have been around 2012ish. That one, and a Ford S-Max MPV. So today we're gonna do. Well, we're gonna have a look. I've got an idea of which cars I'm gonna do. Nürburgring. We always do the Nordschleife pre-2019. This isn't the tourist one because, I think I've figured it out now. That the tourist one, when you do that one, you don't do the full bit. You have to come off, obviously, because they regulate it. And then I think that there's like a slight difference between what the full track was 2019 and post 2019. I don't know what it is, but that's the one I've been doing. So let's get that. Yes, I want. So what are we winning? What's winning so far? What's winning is the BMW 5 Series, and I think I got round with that one. That was the last one I did, and I think, if I'm correct, I got round without crashing it, or I did crash it at some point, and I can't remember. This one I didn't film, but that was this one I definitely did get round without crashing it. I think I did get round. I did crash this one at some point. And that's why I was surprised that I managed to beat this time. But oh well. Then the Octavia is, I think I got round without crashing this, actually, because the slowest one I've ever done, or the second slowest, was when I did it off camera and crashed it. But then the third fastest time is when I crashed it, or when I didn't crash it, and it's actually not. It's actually quite a decently fast car. This was not on camera, unfortunately, the 3 Series. But again, I didn't crash that one. This one also wasn't on camera, but this one was. This was in my second video, and I did crash that car, and I did still get within like 30 seconds of that. This one was what I did. This one I wrecked this car. I can't believe I actually managed to finish it. And I still beat the Dacia from my first video. That's how slow that was. And yeah, these two I haven't put on camera, but I do intend to do this little Fiat at some point. Anyway, let's get on. I've got to pick a car. I've downloaded some new models. But I do know. No. Oh, look at that Road 200. I think it's a really old model though, so I don't think it's going to be very good. But we'll see. I hope it is. But I'm going to do the Volkswagen T-Cross because it's the closest to the car I actually own in real life. I've got a Seat Arona. So we're going to do. I was going to say because, yeah, mine's got about 110 horsepower, but the base model I think only has 94. So we'll do the base model with this sort of mushroomy color. And let's see where we get. I mean, it's not a fast car, but maybe unlike the 205 and the Dacia, it's a bit top heavy because it's basically the same. It's like they're not identical and just rebadged, but the Arona and the T-Cross are basically. I think they have the same frame basically, and then over the top everything is all the body panels are different, but the same basic like chassis and everything is like that. So yeah, and I know from when I'm driving it that it's quite top heavy and rolls a bit in corners. So slow but potentially fun. Ooh yes, it does wobble a bit in the corner. My Arona wouldn't do that. I would never drive my car like this. I would be terrified. Oh, oh, oh. That would have been a crap place to break it. Well, if you remember from the last video with the BMW, I trashed it a couple of times. And then it was third time lucky that I managed to actually get around the track. But if I only lightly graze it, or I think I can continue, the problem with the BMW is either I screwed up the traction control, or there was a safety system that just wouldn't let me accelerate. So it would have taken me like 40 minutes to complete it, and I'm like, I'm making a 40-minute video of me driving like at 20 miles an hour around the bloody Nürburgring. It's got to be like reasonably under 20 minutes to get around, otherwise it's like... Say it is as refined as my Arona, this little T-Cross is. Although dare I say that it being a Seat, well, my car being a Seat, it does have slightly sportier tuning, so the engine doesn't sound as thrummy as this. Oh, don't go up on the curb, Luke. That felt like I was going to roll over. It's quite well planted, though, I have to say. These little like small SUVs, they do have like nice. They feel. Oh God, what am I trying to say? They feel well planted on the road. They're very good for motorways because you. Oh. Okay, I don't know. I oh, oh, oh. Okay, the tracking is off. Damn it. The tracking is off. I'm stuck. I'm cursed. Like, so I'm going to have to hold the steering wheel over. Oh, and it's dragging. It's caught on something, isn't it? I think what's happening is that you get the traction control, like it gets caught on something, so the traction control is like trying to compensate or something. Because you can see the brakes going on, and I'm not doing that. Okay, I think this is going to be super slow. I'm tempted almost to start again, but I'm like, if I start just starting again every time it's a bit, I trash it, then I'm defying the point of it. Like the BMW, it literally was like impossible to move at like more than 20 miles an hour. But with this, I mean, I can get. Look, I'm at 90 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles an hour. I'll just go like that, I suppose. It'll tell me. Yeah, oh, it's about 60 miles an hour. That's all right. The important thing is, can I still beat the Dacia? The Dacia is my benchmark, really, because that was the first video I made. And I do love those little base model Dacias, previous gen Dacias, Sanderos, because they're just so, like, I mean, it is literally a basic car. In fact, you know what the next car I'm going to do is? I'm going to do the Logan Estate. Same engine. I think it's the same engine. Same front end, but it has the Estate back end. Because I love those cars. Again, just basic, the absolute bare minimum of what a car should be. Like absolutely no frills. Like if it's not legally required, they're not doing it. I don't know what's so annoying about it. Like, there seems to be like a happy medium somewhere where bloody traction control. I wonder if I can turn it off. Would that be against the rules if I turned it off? What do you think? Oh, no, back. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's not actually turning off, I don't think. You can still see the light on the dashboard. Or maybe, no, I think that means I've turned it off. Well, I've just made a judgment, as I am the person who decides in this channel, that it's allowed to turn off the traction control if it starts doing that. Maybe I should have done that in the BMW. Maybe it would have worked. But I mean, like you can tell, I'm stuck at a certain speed because the wheel is digging into the trim around the wheel arch, so I can't get beyond a certain speed because of that friction. I mean, I'm pretty sure in real life, I don't know how well the tyre physics are in this. I don't think they wear down or anything, but I'm pretty sure in real life it would have just, the wheel would have just exploded. The tyre would have just gone, nope. You're not driving me at 60 miles an hour down the road while I'm rubbing up against a piece of plastic. Oof. Come on. Oof. I always find, you know what, I always find it really hard to keep track of where I am on this track. I think I can just press this. No, not that. No, it doesn't work. I can't use the map when I'm in the time trial. Sometimes the sat-nav shows it. Oof. That gear change is rough. I don't think that's how it actually sounds. It certainly doesn't sound like that. That sounds like it's a tractor or something. Volkswagen being the more refined of the brands between Volkswagen and Seat, I would assume that it sounds much nicer in the Volkswagen than it does the Seat. But I live in Spain, so when in Spain, one must buy a Seat. If I could remember what Seat stood for, I know that the S stands for Span. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, 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 no. No, the E stands for España, and the T stands for Turismos. And I don't know if the A stands for Automobiles. And then I don't know what the S would stand for. Maybe the S does stand for Spanish. No, I don't think it does. I think it's a. It was a. I mean, it was a brand I think originally created just to import Fiats into Spain, because it was before the EU and before when Spain wasn't part of any trading bloc or anything because of, you know, fascism, Franco. Oh, oh, come on. Come on, let me get up to a bit of speed on a downhill and do a turn. Then I'll do a photo mode. Ooh, come on. Come on. This isn't going to end well, so I'm going to get the photo mode while I can. Because I think this might be the end. That's it. That's what I wanted, yeah. Okay, turn back on the mouse and field of view. Okay, right. Well, maybe I should get closer. Sorry for my slapping. Field of view, I think I'll bring it out a little bit. I think I want to be more at that angle. Yeah, I want to get some of the that's it. Yeah, I want to get some of that tracking. Yeah, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. I think the camera speed needs to be quite fast. Depth of field. I'm gonna go right. Far blur. Yeah, that's nice. Near blur. Yeah, then I need to get the focus distance right. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. I think that's good. Right, no more. Actually, let me just get it more in the center of the picture. Yeah, I think that's more like it. Oh, maybe I should. No, no, no. Oh, maybe I should change time of day. Some direction. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that looks nice. I mean, I know I'm. Okay, right. Oh, oh, oh! Good save. Good save. I know I'm talking about myself, so I should have, but I feel that was good. I mean, the car was going, what, 60 miles an hour, and I'm like, oh my god, amazing. I would not be able to do that with like a McLaren or anything, but hey, this is like a not designed for sporty car with a mashed up front end, and the tracking's way up, so the wheels are pointing in different directions. The traction control is off. So I think I did quite well. You know, even though I do say so myself. I feel like I'm getting close to the end, but I'm not sure. I feel like this, like, well, no. Yeah, I feel like maybe this is one of the last tight turns. No, it's not. No, 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 it's not. Oh, no, wait, is it? Oh, for God's sake. No, I think it is, yeah, and then this is the turn that takes me into the big straight. Okay, we'll see. I certainly feel like I've been driving long enough, and I'm already at 10. Oh god, Luke, stop going up those curves. The car literally feels like I'm about to fall over. I think I mentioned in my last video, there's like a turn on like a leading into a motorway near where I live. And I think you're supposed to take the turn at 30, but like because it's a dual carriageway and you're sort of getting onto a motorway, it's more like you'll take it at 50, and like, oh, if it's wet, you can feel the car struggling. That's kilometers per hour, by the way, because I live in Spain. Oh god, look at that steering wheel. Like I'm not even touching it. It just bloody. I mean, I am literally. I'm not moving this stick that much. I wish I could. I don't have that dexterity. That's just, I think, the steering wheel being pulled. I have to say, I do prefer the way the Arona looks. This is, I don't know what it is about this. Looks a bit too blocky. I think it's because it doesn't have the little rear window at the back that the Arona does. It looks a bit more Toy Townish. And I don't really like the shape of the rear lights either. I mean, I would say that I'm biased against it. But I do, yeah. I think of the three, because I think there's a Skoda version as well, the name of which I can't remember. Kodiak, I think, maybe? I don't think it's Kodiak. I think that's a bigger one or a smaller one. But yeah, that one I quite like the look of as well. But I do think that the Seat is the sportier looking one. Okay, what did I get? Okay, what have I beaten then? Okay, I've beaten the 205 from the second video. I beat my S Max from the last video, and I did beat by, wow, 2 minutes 2 seconds my Dacia. But I am some way behind the, like, just, well, no, 50, wait, where am I? Where's that? Where am I? Right, I am 12:36. Okay, so I am, over a minute behind. Over a minute behind the Octavia. Right, menu. Oh, is that the car? Right, I need to, what do I need to do? I need to go to here. Right, I'm gonna go. The sound that car is making, I thought it was my boiler, my water boiler. Right, I'm gonna go to the Dacia. I'm gonna do a. We can do the. Oh, wait, no. Oh God, there's too many of these. I might need to delete some in the files or something. But I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a fun one to do. Fun. I don't think I'll get more than like 30, 60 miles an hour, but let's give it a go. Right, and I'll have a drink. Sorry for the slurping. So I think this is 1.2 naturally aspirated, 75 horsepower. I think. No, it's not like a thrummy turbo engine or anything. I think it is just a standard naturally aspirated. I don't know if it's a 4-cylinder or a 3. Anyway, let's go. Wow, look at that get off the line. Okay, 70, not bad. I don't know why I don't have a speedometer with the Dacia when I go to the camera views. Oh yes, I do like the Dacia. I have to say, it's not like oof, yes. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily describe it as fun, but like I think it's got this. Maybe because it's just so basic. It's got this charm. Like, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I need to not use this camera angle when I'm racing. But you know, I'm not a professional driver. It doesn't really matter if I can drive any faster or slower than the others because, I'm clearly not somebody who can drive around this track the fastest, even with a good car. So, if you want like top speed, the best times, then you're gonna have to go for someone else. I'm just someone who's slowly but surely learning how to talk and drive at the same time. I love these. I do love the Sandero estate or Sandero Logan MCV. I mean, it's called Logan, but it is like the same platform as the Sandero. I would have I actually considered one of these when I was getting a car for practicalities purposes. But because I park on the street, a lot of the parking spaces where I live are like those. I don't know what the word is. It's not, you know, you got like your parking spaces that are like parallel to the curb, and then you got the ones that are like diagonal in, so you like drive in and then drive out. Well, they're not very long, and so like this car is quite long, and then the back would have hung out. So I'd have not been able to park in those spaces really, unless I went up, like really pushed the front up on the curb. and it would have been a nightmare to park because I live in Spain and parking here, like the parking spaces are small. So I would have just been, for sure, I would have scratched the hell out of it. Ha! I think this is the first time I managed to get on this corner because this car is so slow. Look at this. Look at this. Not once off the track. Whoa. This is another one that feels a bit iffy when you go up the curb. But I wouldn't have bought the base model like this. No. Would have been cheap if I did. Would have been second hand if I bought it. So it would have been like absolutely nothing. I'd have got the stepway version if I could. I do like the stepway versions of this gen. There used to be one around here that used to park up every night. I think someone maybe lived around here or worked around here with it. It was a lovely blue colour. The facelift version, so it had like slightly nicer grille and all of that, and the nicer wheels. And I was always like, oh. If I ever like take on a project, like I don't know, start building a house or something, or move to the country, I think I'd have that. Well, I suppose if I lived in the country, I'd want a 4x4. But you know, if I just needed like a big chunky car with lots of room in the back, that's what I'd go for. Because I also really would have got, if they still made it in the next gen, in the current gen Clio, I would have got a Clio Estate. But because they stopped making it in like 2020 or 2021, they were a little bit too old. No! No! Oh dear. My little Dacia. Oh my god, I've ruined him. You know what? Actually, it's pulling a little bit to the left, but not drastic. Oh, damn it! How do I? It's always that bloody corner. If it's not that corner, it's the next one. Yeah, it's pulling a bit to the left, but it's not that bad. Damn it! I think I can also, yeah, it's not stopping me getting to high speeds because the wheel's not rubbing on anything. Still, aww. I mean, as you know, if you know anything about cars, you know the Dacias don't have the best safety crash record. Although these days it's not necessarily it's exacerbated now that they've changed the testing mechanism because the base models don't come with any of the like autonomous safety stuff that like applies the brakes for you when someone runs out in front of the road or slams the brakes on if a car in front of you stops. It doesn't have it. The base models don't have any of that. So like they are built to be lighter and cheaper than other cars. So you know they are in a crash. They're going to be less safe, but the fact that they get like 1 or 2 stars compared to 4, 5 stars is usually because of they'd get the extra 2 stars usually if they had the safety systems as standard. But you don't make cheap cars if you don't include the safety systems. You don't make cheap cars with the safety systems, basically. But even Dacias are getting gradually more expensive now, and you don't really see, like, I still see, actually today, just in my neighborhood, I saw 2 of the Dacia Sandero base models, like the access models with like the black bumpers and the no aircon. I don't think I've ever seen a non sort of commercial version of the new Sandero, because there is a base model of that as well, the same, like everything cheap, like nothing except the absolute bare minimum. I think the only luxury it has is that it keeps the same LED daytime running lights as the higher equipped models. But I don't think I've ever seen a privately owned newer one. And same with like the Duster nowadays. You don't see the base model Dusters with like the black. Actually, I don't know if they make the newer Dusters with the black plastic bumpers, but they definitely did the first gen. You still see some of them about. But like now, that's just like, you know, people like the way they look. They buy them because they look nice. Like the vast majority of Sanderos I see, even in this gen, like the previous gen, they were usually stepways. And now, and certainly in the new gen, like I'd say it's 8 to 10 the likelihood of when you see a Sandero, it's going to be a stepway. I have seen a couple of Logans in Spain. Like there's usually they're taxis, but they did used to be someone around here who might have been a builder or something who was using one. It always had ladders on the top, and I was surprised. I'm like, it's actually quite a newish car. I quite like the look of them as well. Another car I would have bought, but they don't really sell them. They're not common at all. What I'll say for the Dacia though is that like it's the easiest one to drive when you've like twatted the steering. I think it's like that's the one rugged thing about it. It's like sure it may be cheap as chips, but it's designed to drive on like rugged roads, so it takes more than like a. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can get the same picture with this one, with this corner. Let's see. Okay, right. Oh, Dacia, I'm sorry. Dacia, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to see if I can actually edit out the badness of what I've done. What I've done to this poor car. If I get it right on the right angle, maybe... No, I've actually like properly like damaged the frame. Okay, well, in that case, what I'll do is... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, right, yeah. We'll do it this way. Oh, turn on the mouse again. Have a drink whilst I'm taking this picture. And... I can deal with a lot, but it's this missing wing mirror that just looks so sad. And the little hole in the metal. No. Right, let me zoom in a little bit more. Well, I'll bring the field of view out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Right. And depth of field. So I want aperture to be blurry-ish. I want far blur. Yeah. And I want near blur to be. And then I want focus to be on the car itself. There we go. Yeah, then I can bring the aperture down a bit. Try and get all of the car in if I can. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, there we go. And I will see if I can get the sun on the other side and change the time of day. Yeah. I know I'm being somewhat dishonest with the picture by doing this, but oh no, that's way too much. No, I need to find a way. No, it's gonna have to be just because I don't want it glowing. Yeah. Yeah, that'll have to do. Poor car. Okay, yeah, that there, no, that. Yeah, I think no, a bit more in the middle, like a little bit more like that. Okay, rightio then. Oof. Ooh, straight back into it. Get in. But yeah, I mean, the reason I'm doing the base model challenge is because I like a normal car. I don't like. It's why, even though I do enjoy taking like getting Gran Turismo out and doing a lap in like a bloody Ferrari or an Aston Martin. There's nothing quite like recreating what it's like to drive around this place, the Nürburgring in just a normal car. I would honestly, if someone made a game that had the graphics and the handling um, fidelity of GT7, and it was just the Nürburgring, just this, and then it was just they just over time added more and more just average cars, like an Astra from the 90s, a a a Ford Focus from 1998 or an Escort from 1992. Not like the souped up versions, but you could soup them up, like similar to what this game basically is. Um, I'd buy it. Like, I mean, I bought BeamNG. I mean, I didn't buy it for this. I only found out about this like 3 years after I bought it, that there was a Nürburgring mod. Um, but yeah, someone does it on console on a PS5. That'd be chef's kiss. Not going to happen because you have to pay for the licensing of the cars, and there probably isn't enough of a market of people who just want to drive like normal cars. But I definitely remember like GT. No, I think I am misremembering things, or I just always feel like Gran Turismo used to have more normal cars in it than it does now. Yeah, I can remember the Peugeot 206 being in it. I mean, I suppose even in the newest one you can get a Renault Clio, but it's like the top model, like the fastest Clio that they ever made. Um, yeah, give me those graphics, but these cars, I'll be happy. Oh, and that photo mode as well. The photo mode for that is brilliant. And the replays as well. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I think actually that's the best thing about Gran Turismo is the replays. They're bloody beautiful. Right. So we are approaching the end. I want to know if I'm going to beat my Sandero score. You know what? I think I might have done. I'm going to break. I have. Excuse me. You're not telling me I got round faster than the T-Crocs. Okay, I'm just... Right. Let's have a look. Did I actually beat the T-Crocs? I did, and by 40 seconds. But bear in mind, the T-Cross was pretty badly damaged, and I really wasn't able to get it above 60 miles an hour. And this, even after I crashed it, I was still pretty much able to get it back up to the top speed that it could go to. I actually beat the BMW. And this BMW 3 Series that I did it with, I didn't damage at all. I just drove around and like very carefully, because if I did not crash like an alright car, it usually takes a lot of care, which means I drove slow. But still, 7 seconds faster than a BMW, and I'm only, oh no, I'm like way off the BMW I did the other day. That is under 10 minutes. Pretty not bad, and that's a diesel as well, that one. And the petrol one, I was, God, almost 40 seconds slower. Still, I feel like there's a big gap between these BMWs at the top and then the next one, which is that Octavia. And I'm pretty sure that Octavia I did pretty much without crashing. Um, like, I was still very slow. Well, um, I don't know. I'm happy with that actually. I mean, well, I'm surprised for a start that clearly I'm getting good. That's a bloody right. Well, let me just check. What is that? How many horsepower does that have? I'm pretty sure it's 75. Pretty sure it's 75. Pretty sure. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? There it is. Oh, it didn't say. There's 1.2L 4-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure that it's 75 horsepower. Maybe the Estate has more version because it's a bigger car, but I don't think so. And the good thing is there's still the Logan Saloon to do, which I will do. And you know what? I mean, I could do all of these slightly better one. I could do not the 1.2 base, but the 1 liter base. Because that has the slightly more powerful engine. It has a 1 liter 3-cylinder. I think it's a turbo, and it has like 90 something horsepower. Look at this, so many. I need to delete some of these because I'm never going to drive bloody Russian or what else is there? Brazilian, Taxi and Police. I'm never going to do that. These are the Renault ones. I'm never going to play those. But I'll show you the which Logan Estate I'd have bought if I could. If I could have fitted it somewhere. I don't think my partner would have allowed me. He we did see us at the next gen Sandero, pretty much brand new. It was like a next demonstrator car, but he wasn't a fan. It did feel a lot smaller than on the interior. It did feel a lot smaller and a lot cheaper because it is, and it was like significantly cheaper. But yeah, it wouldn't have been as comfortable because I've done like a fair few long road trips. Where the hell is this bloody MCV? Stepway. Let's have a look. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I must be close. I must be bloody close. I'm like, I've gone through. How many? Okay, we must be close now, I think. Oh my god, no, it's really... there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. The 0.9, that's it. It's the 0.9 that is the turbo, the little 3-cylinder turbo, I think. That's the one with like 90-something horsepower. I would have got this one, yeah. That, if I could have done in like a nice blue color, like this one, basically. I like that it was higher off the ground, and I just like the styling of it. But yeah, too big for me. Too big for the parking. I don't know if they did a 4-wheel drive version of it or anything. I think it just looks like a 4-wheel drive version, the standard version. But I don't know if they did do like a 4-wheel drive version. Maybe I doubt it. I would have loved if they did because they do in I think in other European markets, they do like the 4-door, the Logan 4-door version as a stepway. I'd have loved that. Like, yeah, look at that. Absolutely love that. If they'd sold that here, I'd have and they were plentiful. I'd have got one for sure. Help definitely down to my partner. Right, well, I'll finish there because I've shown off I've shown off like the Dacia and everything. Still got the Logan to do, the base model Logan to do. And then I think next time again, yeah, I'm going to do one of these BMWs. I really like this little BMW, the 36, one of my favorite cars of all time. And look, they've got a compact now. The compact. Oh my god, we got choices. And they got the estate as well. Got the estate. Did I just see estate? Oh, they do have the estate. They have a base model estate though. Oh, they have that 1.8 TD. That'll be good. That's good enough for me. Base model diesel. That's good. So yeah, I might do one of these next time. I'll do the compact, I think. And what did I download today? I got the Volvo XC90, but I don't know if there's any configs. Not sure if any of these are. If I can tell which is the base model. 108 miles an hour. 108, but I think they've got a bit more than that. They've all got the same, yeah. I think they just copied over the details from somewhere incorrectly. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do next time. Ooh, do they have a base model in Impreza? Oh, they do! We are sorted for weeks and weeks. I did go on a bit of a download spree after the last video. So yeah, we've got quite a lot, I think. We got the 3 Series Coupe. We don't have the actual saloon. I couldn't find that. I've seen it online somewhere, but I couldn't find where to get it. that didn't look dodgy. I mean, I'm happy to pay for these things, but I couldn't find anywhere. But I've got this one, which is, so I'll have the coupe, and it's got the base model of that. And we have, what's the other one I downloaded recently? Oh, the 5 Series, my favourite one, the E39, easily. Although the E34 and the E39 are maybe joint favourites. Oh, I'm sure I downloaded something else. Oh, the Hyundai Tucson, but I think this is the American version. I don't know if it has I don't know if it is the same as the EU version, but I think it does have the slower engine, so I might do that. There's something else as well at the Hyundai Tucson and anything else. This is only, I don't think this has a base model version, sadly. And this as well, the Opel Insignia. I got it because I really wanted a Insignia, but they don't really have that many configuration options. But I'll see, because sometimes you can make your own configs, and if they've got the base model, like the 1. I think there was a 1.8 for that, 1.8 petrol. Might even maybe it'd been a 1.6 even, maybe, if they were back then doing turbos. Or even a 1.4 turbo. You never know. Oh, and the Volvos. Yeah, I want to do the Volvos. The got the 140 series. That I did have a little play with it, and it's a handful. It's rear wheel drive, I think, and it's woof. Anyway, I've meandered on and blah 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 blah. You don't want to hear that. So I will I'll bid you farewell. I'll say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Dacia. I did. The Dacia, I think that Dacia's really fun, actually. And I do want to find another way to do some of the series where I just get to drive Dacias. And of course the T-Cross was good as well. It was good to get the almost like my own car, but the Volkswagen version. Not as fun as the Seat Arona. Just not. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and take care. Hasta luego.